everybody got that one track that hit at the right time. And for me, it was 3 6 Mafia, Tear the Club Up. That song came out in 1997, and I was 13 years old. And rest in peace to Gangsta Boo. You know what I'm talking about? Because we can't talk about 3 6 Mafia without Gangsta Boo. I'm going to get back to that in a moment. But 3 6 Mafia, Tear the Club Up. This was the first minor success for the rap group out of Memphis, Tennessee. Now, here's a fun fact about the song Tear the Club Up. The song got the group banned from across the whole southern region, y'all, because the request of the group's record was taken too seriously from people being in a club. They was actually tearing the damn club up. You talk about music having an effect on people. This is one of the first songs that went viral that actually had people in the mentality of chaos, you know, because listen, this song came out when I was 13 years old, but they were still hopping in the club when I got to go to the club at 18 and 19. I was away at school. They play this song in the club. People be clapping their fists in their hands real hard. And all of a sudden it was like a mush pack or whatever it's called when you in the middle of chaos and people like gyrating all around you. That shit was scary, but it was fun because us college students always knew each other, so we weren't hurting each other like that. I mean, we had stuff that happened on campus like shootouts and stuff like that, but for the most part, we were family. So it didn't really take our brains to, 0 to 100 like that. We were having fun. And that's one of the most pivotal points of me, becoming Miss Hip Hop, because I remember 13 years old, we were in Sunday school. I was a Christian back then under my family's guidance. And my pastor walked up to me and my best friend at the time, and he was like, yo, well, he didn't say yo, but he was like, yo, y'all not supposed to be listening to secular music. And we looked at each other like, oh, okay. And so my outspoken ass, I said, why aren't we supposed to be listening to secular music? And he was like, because it's not of God, it's not godly, and it's not of this world. And I said, oh, okay. So me and my best friend walked away, and we talked privately, and I asked him, I'm like, so are you going to stop listening to 3 6 Mafia? And he looked at me. He was like, yeah, I probably am. He said, what about you? And I said, yeah, I probably not. And he was like, don't you know what 3 6 stands for? I said, yeah, I know what 666 stand for. I said, but they probably don't really worship Satan like that. This is before I knew about the Illuminati when I got in my